Now's the time when things are shifting. There's going to be a new world order out there. And we've got to lead it.
The following program is brought to you by friends and partners of End Time Headlines.
What's up, everyone? This is End Time Headlines, and it is Friday, the 24th of June. We've got huge breaking news. Today is an historic day as the Supreme Court of the United States has officially reversed and overturned Roe versus Wade. Again, we welcome you to the broadcast today. If it's your first time joining us, let us know in the comment section below that you are new and where you guys are joining us from. Again, I am Ricky Scaparo, the founder, the pastor, and the voice of End Time Headlines. And again, as I said at the opening of this broadcast, today is an historic day in the United States as Roe v. Wade, the Supreme Court this morning officially overruled Roe v. Wade, eliminating the constitutional right to abortion after almost 50 years, and a decision, according to the New York Times, will transform American life. Now, consequently, this historic event has also transpired. I thought this was interesting. We're going to talk about this today in detail. This event transpired during a rare alignment of 5 planets. Again, this is a rare alignment of 5 planets that peaks today. Consequently, it peaks today on the day that this historic decision was made. This will not be seen again until the year 2040. To me, that is very interesting. So let's talk about this. The ruling, according to the New York Times, will test the legitimacy of the court and vindicate a decades-long Republican project of installing conservative justices prepared to reject the president, which had been repeatedly reaffirmed by earlier courts. It will also be one of the signal legacies of President Donald Trump, who vowed to name justices who would overrule Roe. All 3 of his appointees were in the majority in the 6-3 ruling. But let me tell you, let's just be honest here. Though there is much celebration for the advocacy of life, though there is much jubilation and cheering and celebration, don't think for a moment that there will not come great adversity. Mark my words, the very gates of hell will now be opened in America. Protest, unrest, lawlessness, civil disobedience, threats, violence. It will all come from this decision. In fact, there was a report from the Washington Times that says that lawmakers are already sounding the alarm. They're already preparing the riot police. Even the National Guard is on standby across the country. Attacks on offices tied to the Republican National Committee, GOP lawmakers, and pro-life groups have begun anticipating a response. Again, vandalism and violence began after just a leaked opinion last month that indicated the Supreme Court would indeed overturn this landmark 1973 decision. And here we are today, June 24th, 4th, 2022, and now it's official that this has been overturned. So again, if we saw this happening just from a sheer rumor, what is now going to happen now that this is official? Well, I can tell you that according to, this was a report that we pulled up. I want to read this. Biden has come out saying that, quote, Roe is on the ballot this fall as Democrats consider options on abortion rights. According to a report from CNN, President Joe Biden on Friday urged Americans to elect more members of Congress in November's midterm elections who will support legislation protecting abortion access after this Supreme Court ruling to overturn Roe v. Wade and eliminating the constitutional rights to abortion. The president said the court's ruling means that women's health is now at risk in America and acknowledged there's no unilateral action he can take to restore the nationwide right to an abortion. Quote, this fall, Roe is on the ballot, Biden said. Speaking from the White House, personal freedoms are on the ballot. The right to privacy, liberty, equality, they're all on the ballot. Until then, I will do all in my power to protect a woman's right in states where they will face the consequences of today's decision. By the way, the state of, I believe it was the state of Missouri, just come out and said recently that, let me see if I can pull this up. I had this pulled up. Give me just a second. I want to, if I can't, then that's okay. We'll just go on. But I wanted to pull off, I wanted to read this. I believe it was the state of Missouri. That's why I wanted to make sure before I gave you the actual quote of this. But one of these states, I could be corrected here, but I believe it was the state of Missouri, said that they are banning all forms of abortion preceding this new ruling. Yes, here it is right here. Missouri bans all abortions minutes after the Supreme Court ruling overturning Roe v. Wade. Quote, again, this is from Newsweek.com. Minutes after the Supreme Court struck down Roe v. Wade, Missouri has become the first state to invoke a trigger law banning all abortions in the state, except in cases of medical emergency. Now, look, guys, listen to me. While there is celebration, make no mistakes about it. This is going to be a mess. This is going to be chaos. It's going to be crazy. And I'm telling you, if you think the 2020 nonsense was crazy with the unrest and the riots and the protests and all that, guys, this is going to be that on steroids. Just wait and see, because you've got this going on, and then you got the gun legislation thing going on again in the highest court of law. You've got this legislation also taking place. But here's what I thought was interesting. If you will remember, and I'm not going to rehash this because it would take too long, and I don't want to keep you this long. After all, it's been a long week. I know for me, for many of you guys, it's Friday. So I want to get straight to the point. And many of our broadcasts that we've talked about in Luke 21, in the book of Luke 21, Jesus said there would be signs in the sun and in the moon and the stars. He talks about great and fearful signs. And we talked about the word signs and seasons. Signs and seasons are used, and you go all the way back to the book of Genesis, and it's in theology, it's called the law of first mention. And when you go back and you look at, in the book of Genesis, God created the moon, and he created the earth, and he talks about the stars in the heavens and these heavenly bodies. And he says these were created for not just luminaries, but for signs and seasons. And when you break that down, those two Hebrew words, signs and seasons, means that when you see, listen to me, when you see rare events, unusual events, phenomenal events, mysterious, unexplained, terrifying. When you see events that capture the world's attention, events that are considered extraordinary, the Lord says these are for signs and seasons. And when you break down the Hebrew words here, they are for appointed times. They are a beacon in the sky, and they can be harbingers or warnings of things to come. They can be precursors. They can be banners. They can be for the purpose of warning humanity of what is to come and things that are taking place on earth. And here we are. I don't believe it's a coincidence that on the same day that this is not some flyby, not important decision here. This is historical, guys. This will go down in the record books. Our children will speak of this. This is major, major, major historical. And on the same day that this legislation is ruled, the Supreme Court overrules Roe V Wade. It's been in place for over 50 years. The same day we have and again, I'm going to pull this up. This is from space.com. While this is happening, we have this rare planetary alignment. Now, I'll pull up the actual article and we'll talk about this a little bit. Read this. Friday morning could be the best time. Again, Friday morning, same time frame that this ruling was made. Could be the best time to view a rare planetary alignment that has greeted early risers this month. It will not happen again until the year 2040. Throughout the month of June, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn have all lined up from left to right in the southeastern sky in their orbital order from the sun. On Friday, June 4th or 24th, today, the planet parade is what they're calling it, will be joined by a special guest as the crescent moon slots in between Venus and Mars, acting as a stand-in for Earth. Interesting. And the planetary procession. Now, you know that many believers are crediting the reversal of the Supreme Court. They're crediting intercessors who were committed to standing in and making up the hedge and praying and interceding for this decision to be made. I just thought that was interesting.
Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn will be visible to the naked eye. The best day to see it is Friday, but you can see Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto with a telescope. According to the Adler Planetarium in Chicago, it is the first time since 2004 that this 5-day planet parade will be visible.
So I'm taking
Pretty
it this
neat.
is sort of a rare event then. So, for some people, you might want to be out
That's what I
there
hear.
and check it out, yeah?
You'll be able to see that tonight also through Friday morning. And then after that, things start to switch up.
Anyway, according to a statement from Sky and Telescope, Mercury should rise about an hour before the sun on Friday, meaning there's ample time to catch a glimpse of the whole parade before the sun puts it into the viewing party. This event is not one to be missed, as the last time these 5 planets aligned was back in 2004, and it will not happen again until 2040. So, again, we're not going to spend a lot of time on this. Again, the flat earthers are going to get worked up because they don't believe in space. They don't believe in a lot of stuff, and I'm not going to get tired of it. We're not going to entertain that. But I'm telling you, listen to me. What happened today is historical. What happened today is unprecedented. What happened today will go down in record books. And I believe that it has captured all the attention of heaven. I believe that it has also captured the attention of hell itself. So on one hand, again, there's celebration, there's jubilation. But on the other hand, there's going to be a great price to pay. And we need to get ready. So if you guys live in major cities, you already know what's coming. You already know what to expect. So be not ignorant and be vigilant, be watchful, and be ready because it's coming. Don't think it's not. You're going to see protests and unrest like we have not seen in a long time. And I believe that because of this decision right here, because of all of hell has now been shaken to the core. And it reminds me, the Apostle Paul said, a great and effectual door has opened unto me, but with it, much adversity. So that's where we're at today. A great and effectual victory has come to the unborn, to life, to those who believe in the protection of the unborn. But with it will come much adversity. So we're going to continue to pray for this matter. We're going to continue to be in intercession and just be watchful. And guys, that's the update we got for you today. So again, endtimeheadlines.org, endtimeheadlines.com. Again, don't forget to share this with some folks that you might find that think that these things are interesting. They find this to be intriguing. Again, these are news and headlines from a prophetic perspective. If you would, please go and subscribe to our main website, endtimeheadlines.org, endtimeheadlines.com. You can download our free app. It's available on Apple. It's available on Android. It's free. Hit the push notifications, get our app, and get all of our, you're going to get every headline. You're going to be notified. You're going to be notified of our podcast. It's going to be right there in your inbox as always. And if you would like to pray about becoming a monthly partner, if this ministry is a continual source of blessing, information, revelation, equipping, you can do that simply two different ways. You can give electronically through the app right there at the bottom through the app where it says donate, or you can give by check or money order. That's one of the simplest ways to do that. Or either way, depending on, some people like giving by check or money order, some give electronically. So whatever works for you. If you wish to give by check or money order, you can do that by making it out to End Time Headlines, P.O. Box 1391, Monroe, Georgia 30655. And again, as always, if you give by check or money order, if you can, please let us know, or please leave us your email address so that we can email you and personally thank you for your generous contribution to our ministry. So guys, we're going to sign off for today. It is Friday, so this was our last day of podcast this week. We're going to sign off this weekend, but we plan on being back here on Monday. And we're looking forward to another week of podcasting next week. We love you guys. God bless you. Have a great weekend. May the Lord bless you. May He keep you. And may His countenance be upon you. We'll see you on Monday.
Thank you for listening to the End Time Headlines podcast. We pray that you've been blessed and equipped by today's message. For more information about how you can help partner with our ministry, please visit endtimeheadlines.org.